Hey everybody, welcome to a new quick look. Again, not horror theme related, but a fantastic game nonetheless. This is Super Auto Pets. In beta right now, I should add. It's available for Steam for the low price of free. I should clarify though that there is an expansion pack 1 on the beta, which is kind of weird, which is something you have to buy. I don't remember if it costs £5 or $5, but in today's economy, it's probably the same right now, especially with Brexit. Anyway, you know, I don't get politics in the stream. Stream? The recording. What am I thinking? Anyway, it is an auto-battler game made by Team Wood Games. Overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Might be available on Android as well. It definitely feels like it should be. Probably should have looked into this as well, but I didn't. I've already had a little crack at the game, as you may have noticed from the achievements. But this is an auto-battler where your units are animals. Hence, the Super Auto Pets. I guess it would have made more sense again if I said pets. But you know what? I'll let that slide. Loving the little honky-tonk music at the beginning, but let's just get into the game. I'm going to be playing on the free version right now, but maybe we'll check out the expansion pass another time. So far I've had no victories, which I guess isn't too surprising since I installed it maybe like an hour ago. But I have had I think it was a 7-win game, that's my record right now. So, familiar things to auto-battlers. This is our shop, everything costs 3 gold. Unless it says otherwise. There is an item in the food stuff which says it costs 1 instead of... In fact, there's 2 items that say they cost 1. But basically everything costs 3. We have 10 gold. We have 4 health. So if we lose 4 games, we're out. That's game over. The goal is to win 10. And if you win 10 games, you're the winner. And we're on round 1 right now. Above is our team. And we can also roll our shop. But what we're going to do first is we're going to buy some units. And each unit has a different effect. So the ant, when it faints, i.e. when it dies, give a random friend +2 and +1 attack. I love the ant. You, welcome to the squad. Now, I'm not too hot on Pig. So Pig is sell and gain an extra gold. The way I look at Pig, you're a unit that costs 2, basically. But I get the money later on. He's okay. Not fantastic, but okay. I think, though, I'm going to roll. And Duck is sell. Give shop animals +1 attack, +1 health. The Duck doesn't impress me too much. And then this item gives an animal +1 attack, +1 health. But I'd rather get 3 units off the bat. I'm going to roll once. Rolling costs 1 gold. So this 1 is actually the tier of the unit. So currently I'm only getting 1 tier units. Shown by this square with a 1 dot in it. You know, like a dice. So roll me. Oh, baby. Triple ants. And that's going to be important for later. I honestly like the beaver as well. I mean, I guess who doesn't like a beaver? Okay, that's a bit lewd for whenever this is coming out. Okay. One thing we can do if we like a unit, and I'm going to show it off now. I don't know if I'd necessarily normally do this. You can freeze a unit for the next round. So I'm going to freeze you. The freezing costs nothing, and it's unlimited. I can freeze as many units as I want. I can also freeze items if I want. So this item is honey. Give an animal honeybee. So this is a status effect that when the animal dies, it summons a 1/1 bee, which can be pretty useful for winning ties, as we'll show in a moment. Well, hopefully we don't tie, but you know what I mean. We'll show the battle off. The beaver, the reason why I like it is it gives 2 random healths +1 health. Early game, that's scaling. So I feel good about buying a diva beaver with 2/2 stats, but it's going to give +2 health effectively split across 2 units. It's random, so I can't pick it, but you know. Other great thing about this game, you get to name your team every time. We can be the obese, clean, inedible, scouts, parts, or presidents. We are going to be the obese presidents. Right. Again, looks probably familiar. So this is my team, and this is my opponent's team. Guess 1-8 something another. Ow. They have a mosquito, so the mosquito at the start of battle just pings for 1. And that might have turned the tide of battle. No, it's not. It's going to be a tie. The first game's often a tie, in all honesty. But yeah, the attack from my right to their left, so it's like the face-off, and then it just works out from there. You can see on here this nice graphic. We tied, you know, that's fine. A tie is a win, really. I mean, it isn't, but you know. It's at least not a loss. We have to get 10 wins, that's a goal. Fill up these gold cups, and don't lose these 4 red things at the bottom. Which remind me of the Haribo Red Hearts, which were delicious. Ooh, we have a spicy unit. So, on my free build, and you might have noticed the achievements. So the achievements is when you get to a tier 3 animal. And I'll show you how to level up. But again, it's like auto battle stuff. 3 of a kind of unit stacked together to make the next tier up. But when I did this, I used the horse and got a horse level 3 very early. I really rate the horse. So the horse is, whenever a friend is summoned, give it +1 attack until the end of battle. This is very useful for things like, you know, the honey pot, which summons another bee. So I'm actually going to just summon a beaver. He gets the 3 attack for just this round. And then I'm going to put honey on something. I'm going to put it on my first ant, I think. And I think I'm also going to put the beaver right at the back. I'd like to stack the beaver. We then get 1 gold left over rather than floating the gold. Let's roll. Aha, the otter. So we saw this on the opposing team before. If we buy it, we give a random friend +1 attack, +1 health. It's okay, it's scaling, effectively stats of 2-3. But again, I don't get to pick where the stats go. And I've not really ever tried the mosquito. So this starts the battle and does 1 damage to a random enemy. A lot of early game units have 1 health. So like if someone snipes my horse, it's very good. And a lot of people run horse early on. So, you know, not a terrible strategy. The apple is just +1/+1. I can't remember if I showed you this before. But anyway. We're round 2. The beast presidents roll out. Okay, nice trade here. In fact, this is perfect. The horse, I summoned a unit, gets + attack, now takes out this duck. Aha. Not a favourable trade for me here, but you know, I'll take it. That was about as bad as that buff could have gone. If the buff had worked in my favour, I think we win this, but unfortunately we tie. But again, better than a defeat. Okay. So I think it's every 3 turns, your tier levels up. This is the one thing that's different about this compared to like some other auto battlers. I don't have to spend money to level up. It just happens. But if I combine 3 units together, I get an animal of the next tier up, or the pet of the next tier up. So what I'm going to do now is combine my ant, and this gives me a kangaroo, which, honestly, is pretty good. So, kangaroo, the friend ahead of me, if it attacks, this gets +2/+2. So this scales incredibly quickly. So give me a kangaroo. This is going to be weird for now, but I'm going to... No, I'm not. I'm going to put the horse... I'm going to put the horse at the back still. We'll have the ant here. I'd like the ant's stat to hit the kangaroo. That's the ideal. I was considering honeying up my beaver. Doesn't sound any better now that I think about it. Or I could roll and get 2 things. I'm going to roll and try and get 2 potentially units. Okay, we didn't get particularly lucky. I'm going to take a swan. So at the start of turn, gain 1 gold. I love its sound effect, by the way. Perfect. Okay, with my last 3 gold, rather than waste the 3 gold, what I'm actually going to do is... Because I could roll 3 times now, but you know what? I'd rather just get an immediate bonus to not lose a game. Let me honey up my beaver. The bee that comes out of it is going to be +1 attack because of the horse. Okay, we trade favourably with the pig. That is actually awful. That's the perfect snipe. That's why you run a mosquito. I've never seen a mosquito snipe a horse before, until now. Even so, I think we're going to win. That was a great buff for us. Early kangaroo. Like, getting that tier 3 unit on, like, turn 3 is so strong. Our first victory, you love to see it. What you also love to see is another horse. Crab, I'm not too impressed by. So the start of battle copied the health from a friend ahead. I guess if you stack health on a unit, the crab might be nice just as a little, like, tanky unit. Like, for example, like, if I had, like, a +8 health something here, maybe I put the crab next to it, so we have 2 tanky units in front of the kangaroo. I think I'm going to roll. Cricket has a temptation behind it. We're kind of outscaling the cricket, so this is another tier 1 unit, which we didn't see. So it faints and summons a cricket. Summoning units is great for horse. But the swan is improving my economy, so... Honestly, I think I'm going to keep the swan. Meatbone is also pretty useful, gives a unit, like, plus attack. I might meatbone up the swan, but... Let's roll. Okay. Then we have spice now. Some real spice. So this dog is one of the few units I've seen that scales by itself, especially early on. So if you summon a friend, it gains either 1 health or 1 attack. So if you can get an early dog, you can really scale out of control. The dodo starts the battle, gives its attack to the friend in front of it. If you can scale the dodo up, it's insane. Actually insane. Unfortunately for me, I think it's too late for the dog. I think you almost have to get that on turn 3 to really pop off. Or maybe turn 4. I mean, I'm on turn 4 now. But I haven't got enough of this summon synergy right now, which actually I'm really hoping for from the swan. Maybe we don't go for summon synergy. This is how I did win the previous game, and I do have, like, you know, a lot of honey. I've honeyed up my beaver, as I said. But maybe we don't go for that. Maybe we go dodo something else and just try and get raw stats on the kangaroo or something. Put, like, a tanky unit in front. I think for now I'm going to sell swan and invest in dodo. And just stick dodo there. And then I think I'm going to roll. Aha! So sleeping pills are pretty useful. In fact, I'm going to freeze it. This can make an enemy faint. And now you might be saying, like, sorry, an ally faint. Why would I want to make a unit faint? Because the ant has a death rattle. So I could get the 4-2 stats, because the ant is not going to scale well anymore anyway. Hopefully that lands on the kangaroo. And if it does, we go out of control. Also, because I've got honey on it right now, I would summon a 1-1B, which I could sell, so I'd also get 1 gold back. And level 2 units sell for 2, I believe. And level 3 units sell for 3, and 3 is the cap. It's a little bit unfortunate. I was hoping for actually, like, something usable. Oh, by the way, the pill only costs 1 gold as well. We'll just take 3 rolls. Okay. I hate to go for this summoning build. I mean, you didn't see it, but I just ran it, like, 5 minutes before I started recording. But getting an early, like, level 2 horse would be incredible. You really want me to go with this dog, right? I honestly think it's too late. We'll try something else. Okay, they're dodoed up. A horse is now 2-2, so when you combine units as well, even if they don't level up, they get +1/+1. Which is pretty nice. Okay, our kangaroo is starting to pop. Okay, good swan for them. I think we lose this. Yeah, we definitely lose this. You know what? Nice game. We kind of wasted 3 gold that round, so I'm not too surprised. Right, it's turn 5. Okay, so it's not quite every 3 turns. I guess it's like 3, 5, 7, 9 or something. Okay. Horse me up. That gives me a squirrel. So a squirrel is a tier 4 unit. Clear and fill shops with food. The squirrel I never got to pop. I think it could be useful endgame. But right now, I don't need a squirrel. I'm going to get another horse. I could stack the beaver, but I don't want to. And we have been rewarded. So the synergy I won with was with whale as well. So whale swallows the unit in front and then releases it at level 1 after fainting. But this is good because it can make a unit faint. So what we're now going to do is sell the beaver, which hit the perfect units. Right now, the dodo is worse than the beaver, but in the future, the dodo could be better than the beaver. Realistically, though, I'm probably not going to run dodo, I think, unless like something insane happens. I'm going to keep that pill frozen as well. The turtle, by the way, gives a friend melon armor. So melon armor means I take 20 less damage from an attack once. It's very good for protecting something from being sniped. For example, my horse. But right now I have no space for it, so I think I'm going to turn it down. I could put it at the front and melon armor my whale if I can like stack stats on the whale, but for now I'm going to leave it as is. I mean, I can't afford it anyway, but I'm not going to freeze for it. By the way, you can only have one buff at a time. This is very crucial. So, for example, if I put the turtle in front of the ant, like the turtle dies, the melon armor would go on the ant, it would remove honey. So you have to be super careful with effects like that. Freeze. I don't think we go for a tier 3 ant. Well, maybe we will actually. Just for the stats. I think one of the mistakes I've been making in my like previous runs, like my previous attempts, was pivoting too quickly. So let's try not pivot too quickly. By the way, what a trade, what a big. B defeats Flamingo. Oh, by the way, the horse now is +2 attack, which is very strong. Summons an ant, tier 1 by the way, so I did lose the stats on it, but the horse refunded some of them basically. Ooh, I don't think we're getting through Peacock. Yeah, that's another defeat for us. The giraffe, by the way, is scaling, so the unit in front of the giraffe gets +1/+1 at the end of each turn. I wouldn't have minded the giraffe. Okay. Give me an unfreeze. Dodo, apologies, you're not going to be there till the end. That might be a bit early, actually. Because I might pivot off the ant as well right now. In fact, I think I'm going to. Because this buff is going to hit a unit I'm planning to keep for a while. You know what? I don't care. It's pretty good for us. Right. This is now the dream. Sheep. Faint summon 2/2 rams. So this is the absolute perfect unit combo to have in front of a kangaroo. This dies. It brings 2 rams. So we want a unit in front of it. It like the whale sucks it up basically, so it's going to leave a ram behind. The whale dies, so that takes 1 attack, so the kangaroo immediately gets +2/+2. Summons a ram. The ram has the deathrattle, gives it another 2/2. Summons 2 rams. The ram dies in front of it again, gives it another 2/2. That's +6/+6. Assuming as well that, you know, something kills the whale in 1. Excellent. I'm also considering salad bowling, but I really don't want stats to land on my sheep. Let's just roll. Horse meat. Okay, this is going to look weird, but for now I think I'm just going to run 2 sheeps next to one another. We get the attack stat for this turn, and we can combine them next turn, rather than wasting a gold putting like a mosquito there for just 1 turn. We do lose out on 1 sheep, by the way. If you summon like a 6 unit, it just doesn't happen. Your swan is pretty big. You've sold a deer, so the deer faints and summons a 5/5 burst with splash damage, which is what the chili pepper is. That scares me, it kind of counters what I'm doing. Because splash damage hits the unit behind as well, so it's going to like just cleave through my sheeps. This might be the 3rd loss, honestly. Oh, by the way, garlic armor. Every unit takes 2 less attacks. Or 2 less damage from attacks. So that was actually like the hard counter to my build. I hate you. Yeah, we 100% lose this. This is a tough team, the Fatherly Turtles. And we're 1-1 right now. No, 1-3, sorry. That's the wrong way around. Okay. I like what I see here. So, canned food gives all shop items +2/+2 for the future. That's great. That's scaling for the future. By the way, Cupcake, you might have seen me skip over it a few times. It's +3/+3, but only until the end of battle. I've not really invested in Cupcake, unless I have to. This snail, by the way, he's a real bro. If you lost last battle, give all friends +2/+1. I love it. He gets +6 as well from the horse. And we're going to roll one time. Okay. The greedy play is the canned food now. What I think I'm going to do is freeze the canned food for if we can survive this turn. A skunk reduces the highest health enemy by 33%. Not bad, and also decent stats. What I think I'm going to do is try and let my whale survive longer. To make my kangaroo survive longer. I think that is the play. Right, we have decent stats now. I think, honestly, that last team was just incredible. This team is slightly scary. Don't get me wrong. So he's doing the turtle strat, and he has a skunk as well, so he just reduced my horse by a lot, which honestly I don't care. His hippo is going to ball out of control, I just realised. That's very lucky. So hippo, every time it kills a unit, gets +2/+2. He could have really wrecked me then. Okay, we need to carry from our kangaroo. Oh, he's going to lose stake. He's going to get melon armor. So he's going to take one hit, which is fine. That was a level 2 turtle. They both got melon armor. We tie. We'll take it. By the way, the badger, if the badger dies, it deals its damage to the units next to it. Or like the one behind it, I think, sorry, as it's phrased. So that was a pretty scary team, honestly. The snail won't work for us because we didn't lose that game. Give me canned food again. This is a terrible shot, by the way. I'm going to roll. I'm telling you, if the whale lives, we're golden. I hate that I'm still running this snail, but, you know, desperate times. We've lost. This is like the other, like, kind of meta build I've seen. So the elephant does 1 damage to the friend behind it. The camel, if it gets hurt, gives +1/+2 to the unit behind it. And then the blowfish, whenever it takes damage, does 2 damage to, like, one of my units. So they just stack up stats on this pufferfish and will wreck me. It's like the counter again to my build where I just summon tons of units. Okay, we get a trade. No, we don't get a trade yet. I was hoping that would hit my sheep, honestly. You really want to hit that kangaroo, huh? We're gonna lose and die because he had honey. You piece. We went 1 and 4. That's my worst run, I think. Okay, +5. By the way, there is a shop where you can spend, that's not it, money to get hats. So I have 105 points right now. So, oh, I could put a hat on my team. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Which one of these most represents us? I mean, wow. Oh my god, I just realized the cost of these hats. I can't afford these hats. You know what? Let's be the elves. Did I equip it? I think it's equipped. I don't know. There's also backgrounds, but again, they cost 500 points, so a little bit off it. Let's roll this back again one time. There we go. It's not yet Halloween, but we're very festive right now. Again, I'm going to go with horse. I think it's great early on. Horse cricket is the dream. I could honey the cricket, but I don't think I'm going to. I'd rather have a unit. You know what? Let's try a mosquito. Maybe it can snipe a unit for me. Maybe it'll snipe their horse. I mean, there's a lot to go on here. Let's go with the slippery eruptions. Okay, we're going against USA, USA, USA. The snipe wasn't that impactful, but... Oh no, it doesn't. I was going to say the 3-2 health is good for us. Honestly, the horse carried me. We've won the first game. It's pretty unusual, honestly. normally lose or draw it. And we've already equaled the last run in one go. Right. Let's buy a horse. So the otter, give a random friend +1/+1. I mean, early stats are pretty nice. Actually, I'm going to go fish. So, I don't think I showed this off last time. Give all friends +1/+1 when it levels up. It's a big AoE buff if we can make it happen. He's pretty tanky as well, so he can just sit at the front. And then, just to clear out any 4/4s, let's put a honey on him as well. And roll me. Freeze me. Freeze me. We might not make the turn 3 combined this time. Unless my third shop unit is either a fish or a cricket. We are probably going to fail. Well, I get a roll as well, actually, now that I think about it. Mosquito's probably going out of this squad next. Look at these trades. The bee is happy. We're going to lose. No, we're going to tie. We're going to win. Maths is difficult. Hey, we've doubled our wins from the last game. Perfect. Early dodo. That is somewhat appealing to me, honestly. I think we go here, here, freeze, roll. Okay. I'm going to do this just so my horse isn't sniped anymore. And then I'm going to summon Dodo. The attack is temporary. If it was permanent, I wouldn't have done it that way. I would have sold the Mosquito. The Dodo will give 2 attacks to the Cricket now. So we should be good for the next round as well. Peacock, by the way, gains 2 attack every time it's hurt. It's pretty strong, honestly. And Spider summons a tier 3 animal as a 2/2, which can actually be pretty strong, honestly. I kind of like both these units. But I don't think I'm going to freeze for them. We could come up against someone pretty difficult right now. Someone, in fact, someone has got a tier 3 unit. The Ox. So the friend ahead faints, he gets melon armor and +2 attack. Very scary. Not favourable trades. I think we're going to lose this one. Yeah, we definitely lose this one. Well played, well played. Two and one. Okay, I'm going fish. Well, yeah, I'm going fish. Level 2 gives everyone else +1/+1, gives me a level 3 unit. It's a badger. The badger does not really appeal to me, but the mosquito is actually awful, so let's go to the mosquito. Also, the stats went into the dodo, which is pretty nice. I'll buy a badger, but again, I'm not a huge fan of the badger. Honestly, the flamingo is also pretty nice. So if it dies, it gives the 2 friends behind +1/+1. Which is pretty good. It's like effectively a 5/3. Roll me. You know what? Is it early enough to make this strategy work? I mean, I guess it's not because I can't do it this turn. No, I could do it this turn, actually. It'd be a bit of a waste because I'd be selling probably the horse. I'm going to try this. I've never tried this strategy before. Get out horse, get out cricket. So the elephant, before it attacks, does 1 damage. And then we're going to put the peacock behind you, and then the dodo in front of you. So the dodo will give you more attack as well. And then every time the elephant hurts, you will just get this stacked peacock. And then this is just cleanup crew. The fish is probably going to be sold next, though. Okay, you have a mosquito. Please hit my peacock. Unlucky. Okay, your build is kind of interesting. And by interesting, I mean you have a lot of pieces. Not a great trade for me here. I would have loved that to have gone into the peacock. This is okay. I think we're going to tie. We trade here. We get a 1/1. Nope, we lose. Okay, we're 2 and 2. We're Desmond. Very specific joke. Okay. I can't go back to the dog build now of summoning units, but pufferfish, I think, enters the team. Who leaves? I think the fish leaves. Give me a pufferfish behind the elephant. And now this is a machine gun strategy. You know. He attacks, hits the pufferfish, the blowfish does 2 damage. Don't mind seeing a dodo. Honestly, garlic up the elephant. Maybe garlic the peacock? Garlic the blowfish? I think everything else is fine. I'm a bit worried at the moment. I think we've regressed. We kind of pivoted from our build, our early build. Maybe too quickly. Yeah, maybe too quickly now that I look at their build. Their peacock is going to go completely wild. I don't see how we win this. Yeah, we're definitely going to 2 and 3. But we'll take the peacock with us before we die. And that's 1. It wasn't as far away as I thought, actually. But equally not close. We really need to get stats on our units quickly. Right, we kind of nosedived, but now is the time to pull up. Right? An early tier 4 unit. I think we get rid of peacock. I think I can't get it to level fast enough. I honestly don't think we can go into the worm. So the worm's deal is that if he eats a shot food, he gains +1/+1, but I'm just not in a position where I can do that right now. Give me a kangaroo behind the dodo. No. Give me a kangaroo behind the pufferfish and we'll garlic arm the pufferfish. Well, he's going to be taking damage actually. Maybe I do put it behind the dodo. I think the dodo lives longer. Freeze. And that's all we can do. Yep. It's in the game's hands now. Okay, you got a deer. I'm kind of jealous. But pufferfish machine gun. Please kill that horse. Horse. No. We've lost again. Come on! Everyone with horse dog builds. Ah well, we'll run it back one more time. I mean, at this rate, we won 1 the first game, 2 the second game. Let's keep the progression going. Let's win 4 next. 10 more points for me. Get me back in. Right. Cricket is fine. Other 2, I disrespect. Okay. We will bring a pig to the party then. Folded fossils, misty fossils, extra fossils, seeds, bushes. Extra bushes. Perfect. Okay, I see your team. The inedible bamboos. Don't care. Oh, we win this. I was going to say, I think I didn't see a way this wasn't a tie. You know what? Early cricket, pretty strong. Just early insects seem pretty great. Okay, if everyone else is going to do it, I'll join the party. I will get a horse. I'm going to get an ant. And I'm going to get a honey, but not on the pig, because I'm probably going to sell the pig. Put it on the ant. Freeze. Just freeze. Okay, big next turn. And honestly, I think we're pretty stacked for this turn. They have horse as well, but... Theirs is 2-2, but it doesn't really matter. We have more summon engines. Unfortunately, it's a tie. You know what? Again, we'll take a tie. Still 1 and 0. Right, we get tier 2 animals, and we are going to ante it up. We're going to up the ante! There we go. That was funnier. Okay, friend eats shop food. Give it +1 health. So I can scale faster. But do I care right now? Maybe? I mean, you would have been great in my last build, actually. I kind of feel like with horse that I have to go into summons. I think we ignore the rabbit. Okay, I'm not regretting it right now. We'll stick a horse at the back. The reroll's not worth it. The pig is almost certainly going to be sold. You summon an extra unit, please. And do I freeze the pill? I'm not going to freeze the pill this time. Like, pill ant strategy is nice, but let's keep the ant for a while. It's one of my strongest units. It's like effectively a 6-4. I hate you. It's still not the end of the world for us because we still have another horse. But that really, like, you know, filed down our teeth. Okay, this is a good trade for us. This isn't. Nor is this. We lose. Honestly, Mosquito, congratulations. Also, you sniped the horse with the 2 attack, and we're now 1 and 1 again. Okay, we're going dog strats. So the dog, every time a unit is summoned, it gains 1 attack or 1 health. We have lots of summoning units. We're approaching the point now where, honestly, I think we put these together. I'm just going to grab stats for a change. That is okay for stats. You're all garbage. Yeah. Why not? Temporarily. Freeze me. I'm going to try and get a tier 3 ant. Maybe we try to get to like tier 3 of these early game units, and then we pivot. Rather than pivoting like, you know, midway through. I'm pretty confident, by the way, of this. Double horse, dog, and we're summoning stuff like every single time. I mean, we have a lot of stuff to chunk through right now, but I think we're going to do the chunking. Let's feed this dog. He's eating all manner of animals, mainly insects, honestly. We tie. After all that. Okay, still 1 and 1. Tier 3 animals. That's a tier 3 horse. Hello. Unos. Dos. Tres. We don't have a level 3 unit. I don't know how this works. If you have 2 dogs and try and scale off the 2 dogs, and you put them together, I still think the other dog only gets +1/+1. In fact, let's test this out. Because you're going to get stats now. No, you're not. Do you just turn this into a 5/5? You turned it into a 7/5. I guess the +2 attack is going to wear off from the horse. And then I think for now, we up the ante? Or do we up the Kanga? Maybe it's Kanga time. I don't hate this. We just leave this ant frozen. I think the Kanga is just there temporarily, though. I think I'm going to sell the Kanga after this turn. You. Oh my god, that was a tier 3 mosquito. Insane. What a trade we have coming for ourselves, by the way. Get out. This is scary. going to kill my horse. Don't get the buffs this time, but you do. We're going to lose. That was an insane bus. 1 and 2. Ooh, giraffe. Okay, get out. I need the spot right now. Feed the dog. Let him know it's dinner time. I could reroll twice here. The giraffe is okay. It's like temporarily scaling. A whale. Oh, I could also do... I don't have the money for it, though. I think we go for this, though. I think we buy the snail and freeze the whale. Get the immediate stat boost now. And then we sell this guy next turn. Ox. A friend head faints, gain melon armor and +2 attack. You could be pretty good too, but... I don't know who I'd put you on. I mean, I guess I'd put you behind the whale. Let's just think about this. So we're saying we're going to sell the ant, because we have to put 2 units in. Are we keeping the ant? So, we sell snail, that's 100%. That's a given. Snail goes. Whale behind cricket is good for us, because the cricket hasn't got any stats anyway. It summons 2 units for us, so we want something else at the front. I don't think we take the ox. It's kind of nice. Or maybe I just take the ox and don't. No. I'm going to leave it. If by the grace of the gods we get a sheep instead, I will consider taking the ox and selling this. But I cannot get rid of the stats. I need the stats right now. Okay. We're going to make some moves this turn. Moving and shaking. And by this turn, I mean next turn. Okay, great trade off the start. This rooster, by the way, is a scary son of a gun. So when he dies, he summons a chick with the equivalent amount of his attack, but then only 1 health. So he's going to summon a 4-1. As he levels up, he summons like 2, then 3. So the run I lost where I got to like 7 wins, I had a level going against a level 3 rooster with 49 attack. He summoned 3 49 ones and just decimated me. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good about this. We're scaling faster than they are. However, we are going to win. There we go. Match the last game at least. We need 2 more. And we continue our double up strat. Right, snail, goodbye. Hello, dog. Combined dog. So the dog now is going to level up faster. Scorpion is interesting. So Scorpion, it's not a great tier 5 in my opinion, but it basically has Death Touch. But you can't put another effect on top of it. Like it has this peanut effect. I think it's peanuts. It makes sense. Well, I say makes sense. It does if you have a peanut allergy that it's a poison attack. So this would kill like 1 massive unit. But I don't think I need that right now. I'm not going to come up against many people with lots of units. I might get rid of cricket, honestly. Cricket is better for the dog and horse enabler, but I just think the stat on the ant is too big for me to get rid of. And then we've got a whale and a sheep here. And honestly, we're just going to throw stats into people. Who do I want to throw the stats into? I don't plan to use the horse forever. The dog, though, is probably here forever. Let's get the dog just popping out of control. Okay, you're running Penguin. Penguin's interesting because it gives stats to friends at level 2 or level 3. It's pretty good, honestly. Okay. Good trades. Like, see, our ant just annihilated their front line. And now this bee is going to annihilate your cricket. Or sheep will beat the cricket eventually. No, the whale will, sorry. Why did I not get another sheep? Oh, that's why. I forgot you get the one with the death rattle first. Yeah, this is going to be a win. And pretty comfortably, actually. Nice job. Didn't even use our dog. We'll just keep breaking records right now. Now, we're going to hope we're doubling at least, and not, you know, just raising by 1 each time. Okay, the ox has shown up again. Is it time to pivot off ox? I think it is. But I'm going to freeze you first, and then re-roll you. Because I'd like to get a pill if I can. Okay, it's not going to happen. It pains me to do this, because you do so much good stuff for me. I just think the ox behind the whale has a future for me. Because, as I said, it gets 3 attacks. It's going to get melon armor, so it gets a free attack. So I think its attack is going to be more than the ant is right now, even including the +4. I'm essentially saying I don't want a 12-8 split across stats. But what I'd rather have is something that I think can be a 7-4, but gets a free attack. Free in apostrophes, because it's actually just -20 damage, but nothing's going to hit for 20 right now. If it gets the 2 hits in, this is worth it. I might be a fool right now, but I think we do this. Also, it does scale a dog, so it does make sense to have a slot that we might just, you know, sell stuff in. So maybe this is the slot, like, we just keep rotating out the ox and putting a unit in, just so this dog will start to pop. Realistically, what I want is a unit that will scale. Honestly, a penguin wouldn't be too bad. Which unit is definitely staying? Again, I think we've invested too much in the dog now to not have dog. Well, there's a penguin. There's also an ox. This is a really scuffed build. Honestly, if I'm beginning to think we pivot away from the horse, which is kind of stupid, and we just try and scale. But it is my level 2 unit. I need to think. I hate this build that I'm going up against. Great trade with the whale. Okay, we get melon armor. That might protect us from a hit from the pufferfish. It didn't. Can you please stop hitting? Oh, actually, you can hit my horse now if you want, I suppose. The horse has done everything he's going to do. I think we're going to win this. Because my dog is just insane. Unlucky with the trading there, but yeah. We crush your giraffe. Brilliant. Hey, look at us! Now we're going to beat Ford now. Oh my god. Ah! So chocolate gives an animal experience, so I can just level up an animal. This is wild. I'm going to get rid of the horse. I don't think the horse scales as fast as me having a penguin would do. Give me the ox. Give me the penguin. Give me a whale. You gave me a gorilla. Interesting. Give me an ox. You gave me another gorilla. So the coconut shield, unlike the melon shield, or melon armor blocks -20. Coconut is infinite. It's just a free hit against it. I've never got the gorilla to pop in my test. Admittedly, I only put it in my party for 1 cycle and just immediately sold it again. The seal I've never seen before. Each shop food give 2 random funds +1/+1. You know what? That's not terrible. But equally, it's not what I'm interested in. I think this is the squad. And now we start putting stats on them instead. Because I literally have no stats right now, like food stats. Okay, this scares me. You get more value. Honestly, the sheep is something we could sell. I wouldn't mind a deer instead of a sheep. I do get more procs off the sheep for the dog, but it's only one more. You're going to just run riot right now. Yeah, he is destroying my little summon build. But we get a free hit there. We get another free hit here. No, we don't. He had the melon armor. He got the free hit. And we lose. Strong team, honestly, from the bare bits. The extra bushes versus the bare bits. 4-1. I think we go with what we've got. I don't think we pivot. You're going to start leveling up people like, you know, nobody's business. Where do I need the stats right now? It wouldn't be bad getting it on the ox, honestly. Because you get a free hit. You know what? I've convinced myself. The apple is +1/+1. Roll me. Okay, I honestly prefer this. And freeze, and freeze. If we survive this, we're going to be in a really nice position. Give an animal a bone attack +5 more damage. You want that. Oh, we're growing. We're dying. So shark is the build I've got my best run on. So the shark, anytime a friend faints, he gets +2/+1. Fortunately, he's not a tiered up shark, and honestly, he doesn't have that many units. The problem right now is that my sheep build is like hard countered by camels and like blowfish and stuff and hippos. That peacock, man. Oh no! He left it on 1! We've lost. Well, we're doubling our score every time, so you know what? Maybe if I do one more run, we'll get an 8-win streak. But anyway, that's Super Auto Pets. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe next time I will, and say next time, we'll do another quick look, and I'll buy the expansion pack, and we'll take a look at the additional animals. It does give you an overview of the other animals, but I wish it would like star new animals. So for example, the beetle, the bluebird, and the ladybird are new tier 1 units that aren't in the base one, and there's a bat in tier 2. You know what? It's best to not show your entire hand at once. So I'll just give you a sneak peek. Come and check out the game for yourself. As I said, the base game is free. The expansion pass is, I think it was £5 for me, so I don't know what it is in your local currency. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next quick look of Super Auto Pets. Goodbye.